Welcome back. Now that we've talked through how the application functions, I want to talk about how it's engineered and some of the specific challenges I had to solve. The first was user management. I wanted cloud level security, so I implemented AWS Cognito. Thankfully, it was given by Paula. But the interesting challenge was that I couldn't just have users floating in the cloud. I needed them tied to the database, tied to the recipes in my database. To solve this, I utilized Cognito Sub. As you can see in this database, um, it is a unique identifier generated by AWS. I built an authentication flow so that when Cognito authenticates a new user, it talks directly to my local MySQL database and adds them there as well. This gave me secure cloud-based logins while maintaining relational data I needed for my Java entities. Moving into recipes controllers, um, as I was building out those Java entities, I hit a major roadblock with recipe controller. It had me turn this into a massive, messy God class doing way too much work. It was becoming incredibly hard to maintain and navigate and call from my GSP files to make my life easier. I completely refactored the entire routing. I split that into giant file into dedicated modular controllers like delete recipe controller, edit recipe controller, and add recipes controller. This made it so much easier to search my code base and dramatically clean up my logic behind my views. And if I were to go back and keep some key takeaways were to just break it all up. And if I wanted to bring them all together, I could, but breaking them all up was definitely the move for me. And I did that like 3 weeks ago, and I was going through that challenge. And after peer reviews, thankfully from Katie, she was able to put that on site and allow me to see that, recipe controller was definitely getting out of hand. Um, and finally, I want to highlight the seasonal integrity logic inside my main controller, which is the heart of the app. The homepage doesn't just display static data, it dynamically grabs the current month and queries my seasonal ingredient database. I even had to write custom dial methods to handle complex data ranges like ingredients whose seasons wrap around a new year. Um, once the controller figures out what is locally in season. It does two things. It pulls two to three community recipes from my local database, and then it calls out to Spoonacular API to pull in three global recipes using that exact same ingredient. It seamlessly blends our local Madison database with a third-party API to give the user the best of both worlds right on our homepage. Thank you.